Classic Country 100.1 WGLC. Charles Van Horn alongside Brian Foley. Tonight, last regular season matchup of the year, your Mendota Trojans taking on the St. Bede Bruins here at the campus of St. Bede outside of Peru. Beautiful campus, great night for football.
Beautiful weather tonight. You like it nice and cool. So those big guys, they'll be able to be pushing people around, not be sweating so much. And that's going to be a key to tonight's game. We're going to have to use our size, and we're going to have to push these guys around. They have a good passing game, and we're going to have to control the ball.
Well, and of course, sights are set on next weekend. Trojans are 5-4, likely qualified for the postseason. The Bruins are 6-2. They would love to get to 7 wins to guarantee home field advantage, if that's a possibility for them. If it works out, we'll know more on selection Saturday. But St. Bede has a couple of good players, and we're going to really have to keep an eye on them.
Yeah. I mean, you were at practice this week going through, they really worked on controlling the passing game, and we haven't done a great job at that this year. So we're really going to have to try to keep that under control. And the best way to do that is to be on the field with your offense. So, I mean, they're just going to have some long drives, score some points, and put pressure on St. Bede to have to throw the ball.
We talked to one of the Mendota Trojans players and found out what he had to say about tonight's upcoming game. Talking to Andy Rivera ahead of tonight's contest. St. Bede going to be a tough club. You guys are winding down your season, potential for extra football. How excited are you about that?
I'm pretty excited, man. First time going to a playoff game. Well, pretty exciting. Get to see how we build up over these years, and, well, can't wait to see where we go.
In the last 4 years, played a lot of football. What's been your favorite moment so far as a Trojan?
Favorite moment? Well, it's been to win in those big games, such as the Rockfall games on the homecoming. They moved their homecoming to that specific day, and I say it was sweet when we won against that game.
I believe you were the flag bearer on that. You've been carrying the flag often. Is there a reason for that?
Well, I got inspired by one of the games where I believe the opposing team came out running with their own logo on their flag, and that inspired me to create the flag itself. And ever since that day, I've been the flag bearer ever since.
That's awesome. So tonight, big contest against St. Bede. What are you looking forward to?
Well, looking forward to down block every play and creating big holes for our running back.
Who's another player on this team that you think has stepped up and really meant a lot to the program and really sort of is a perfect example of what Trojan Town is?
I had to say JP has been a big step up here. I mean, you see his size. He may be small, but I tell you, you give him space and he can light up anyone. Trust me, he shows the passion and the effort on the field.
All right, thank you. Go get him. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
2, 1. Coach Keegan Hill joins us ahead of a big football game for your Mendota Trojans. Postseason discussion aside, let's talk about first last week's game. Comets came into our house and, well, they outplayed us on a lot of phases of the ball. What do you take away from that game against Sterling Newman?
Our guys played really, really hard, and in one or two key situations, whether that be a down block or keeping the ball inside, we let them out. So they maximized those chances, and we didn't.
There's a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda that sometimes doesn't need to be said, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is there something that you're seeing at this point of the season you wish you would have picked up on the first couple of weeks?
Well, the variety of what people are doing is different. So, those questions were asked a lot at the beginning of the season, whether, all right, new conference, new opponents, all this and that. Having an idea what you're in for, would be nice, but it's just stuff you got to learn on the fly and, make the most of it and be able to make those in-game adjustments.
Have you had a chance to scout St. Bede?
Yeah, they played on a different night than us last week, so we got to see them against Hall, and we've got a couple other crossover games from earlier in the season, so we've got a pretty good idea on what we're in for.
What do you think St. Bede's going to bring to the table? It's their senior night. Of course, they're playing for postseason position as well. What do you expect to see from the Bruins?
They got some good athletes, good quarterback, electric player on special teams and receiver in Fortney, and then a bunch of kids that play hard on defense. So, being prepared to defend those things, as and use our players' strengths to attack it is what we're going to do.
Like the rest of the conference, as the season grinds on, injuries rear their ugly head. How are we doing?
As doing as well as we can, considering what it is. We got Christian back last week, and then Emilio got dinged, so he'll be able to help us in one or two capacities tonight, and hopefully he'll be healthier in the future.
Lost Landgraf for a play or two in that game last week, but he's back at it. Is he going to be 100% tonight?
Yeah, he's good to go.
Finally, positioning for the postseason, a win tonight would certainly give you guys a lot of breathing room in regards to where you're going to end up at. What's your hope for the playoffs? What do you expect this team to do if we do get the opportunity for extra football?
The opportunity in front of us is to play our best game tonight, and if we do that and we deserve, a victory, that'll improve whatever's next. So we're going to take this challenge that we have in front of us to play our best game against St. Bede, and whatever lies after that, we'll take that on with the same exact approach. Play our best game.
You'll be staying up Saturday night, though, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, go get him, Coach.
Thanks. Go Trojans.
So that's what Coach Hill had to say about tonight's game. You can tune in to all the action on Classic Country 100.1 WGLC. We'll have that game for you. Special start time tonight, a little bit before 6:30. Your Mendota Trojans football team taking on the St. Bede Bruins. Last regular season game of this season. I'm Charles Van Horn alongside Brian Foley. It's WGLC.